everybody? Welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew.
I'm Ryan.
And today we're going back to the 80s again. And we are talking about Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Ooh! That was DuckTales, actually, but I threw that in there. But when you think of ducks, what do you think of?
Yeah,
DuckTales. Yeah, dude.
And maybe Howard the Duck.
Yeah,
maybe. It's like somewhere back there in your mind.
You're like, wasn't there a movie about a duck?
Donald Duck.
No. I think it was like
Scrooge McDuck.
Harry or Henry. Howard the Duck. So yes, today we're talking about Howard the Duck, the movie back in the 80s, and wow, was this interesting.
Yeah,
to
very
say the least.
interesting. Yeah, very interesting. So I just viewed it before we started recording.
Oh yeah, same here.
I watched maybe like a half hour of it, and I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
I did a big sigh.
Oh. And you're like, why did I waste however many
A cup of coffee on this.
And listen, in the 80s when Howard the Duck came out, there was never a main character. Star Wars had it with like the Ewoks and like the way they did it.
Yeah.
It all kind of ties in to Star Wars a little bit because now it's just Howard the Duck, this fictional character that was the main character, but throughout the whole movie. Yeah,
it was just like E.T. or it was like an animatronic.
Yeah.
And it was a combination of like they filmed animatronics, puppets, and a guy in a costume.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, that guy in the costume, I think it was Ed Gale.
Really?
He played Chucky later on.
Oh, come on. Yeah. That dude in the 80s must have been a millionaire because there was a lot of these movies going around. Yeah. And back then they didn't have CGI or fake, stuff.
No,
you had to be the character.
It was the thing. It was, like even with like Ninja Turtles, it was people in costumes. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's so funny too because like you're thinking, all right, so George Lucas made this movie.
Yeah.
He made all the Star Wars movies. So he was familiar with these characters, right?
Yeah, he was kind of like a pioneer of like Ewoks and people in costumes.
And that's what I think of, like the Ewoks were little people in costumes. So was this duck.
Yeah.
And so this guy, he's like, all right, let's make a movie about, there's so many ideas going around the boardroom, great ideas. Yeah. Great ideas. And then dude's like,
I think this might be a great idea. So this idea originated from, I was going to say Stephen King.
Let's make a movie about a duck. We could have done that.
Why not?
He must have. This is what happened, dude. He watched like DuckTales or something. He had that song stuck in his head, and then he was like, DuckTales, ooh, did it, and then he's like, let's make a movie about a duck, and he's like, I got all the shit for it. I can make a costume.
He's watching Donald Duck. He's just like, hey.
He's like,
I got an idea.
I'm going to get back at Disney so bad that they're going to hate me.
And then later on, Disney buys Star Wars and Marvel. Oh, God.
And then they're like, yeah, and we own Howard the Duck. Take that.
Gotcha. George Lucas's idea of this and concept of this was originated from this guy right here, the comic book.
Oh,
so
you got it.
Yeah, I
That's
got
amazing.
issue number 1 right there. Yeah, picked it up at the flea market.
That's sick.
So Howard the Duck debuted in a comic book series called Adventure into Fear on December 13th of 1973. And then in 1976, he debuted his own comic book series, which is this guy right here.
Nice.
So George Lucas was into this. He was like, man, that would make a great movie.
So that's where he got it
later on. Yeah, he just had this idea of making a Howard the Duck movie in his head. He made the Star Wars trilogy,
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, what's next?
I mean,
Howard
really.
the Duck.
It's just so funny to even say it.
Stupid.
And we watched it. I watched it as a kid, of course.
Yeah, I watched it as a kid back in the 80s, and it wasn't meant for kids.
No, God.
It was very adult-oriented. But with
The duck made it.
play duck in the movie with the duck boobies in there.
So in the beginning, he's in a duck world.
Yeah, he's in Duck World.
Everything's ducks. Like it, you're just like,
Everything is
what the
ducks.
hell am I watching?
Yeah.
And then like he gets
Like instead of like duct tape, there was like human tape. It's just like a weird like duck innuendos everywhere.
Yeah. And then like he gets sucked into I don't even know what, just a time warp.
So that was a laser beam that people down on Earth, scientists, were trying to project to another planet or something, and
they found
hit Duck World by
Duck
accident
World.
and beamed Howard the Duck out of his apartment through the hallways of his apartment building.
And when he's going through, like as a kid, you're just like, oh, duck this, and then you see duck tits. And you're like, whoa, shit, did you see that?
It's like, is there nipples on there? Is there nipples?
I'm just like, wow, and I don't even remember. That might have been the first time I saw boobs.
You think so?
I mean, I don't know. I was like 8, 7.
Yeah, right? It was made in 1986, so I mean, I probably waited till it went on TV, which is probably a year later.
Yeah, and like my whole world was ruined because my first pair of boobs was duck boobs.
I was like 8 years old, yeah.
God damn it, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's disappointing.
So let alone my first pair of boobs was duck boobs. So, because like obviously we had Cinemax, but it was all scrambled.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really.
I mean, back then I wasn't really, I wasn't looking for porn on Skinamax.
Yeah, I just heard about it. You know what
later
I mean?
on I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, that's another reason Howard the Duck sucks.
No real boobs.
You ruined my life. God.
Oh man. So yeah, where were we?
Oh yeah.
Oh, George Lucas he made the Star Wars trilogy, which he brought Howard the Duck to Universal Studios. Wanted to do it because Universal Studios turned down Star Wars back in the day.
Wow.
And they passed on it. And now Universal Studios sees how successful that was, and they were like, we should probably make this Howard the Duck movie because we don't want to miss the boat again.
Oh yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
That's what they were thinking. Yeah.
I mean, just the name alone, though.
Yeah.
I can't even say it anymore.
No.
But we have to.
No, we got to do a synopsis on this stupid thing too. I can't believe.
So, and when you watch this movie, for us, we watched Back to the Future. Now, was this before or after? I can't remember.
This is 1 year after Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
So Leah Thompson is coming off of the success of Back to the Future as well.
And for her, I feel, again, she's a successful actress
at
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Now, that's Marty's mom. Everyone had a crush on her. She
Absolutely.
was, right?
And in this movie, oh my God.
Marty's mom.
Oh my God.
She was so, and then this movie, they're just like, hey, do you want to kind of have an interest in a duck? And she's like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And they paid her, though. You know what I'm saying?
She wasn't desperate.
No, dude. She could be in any movie she wanted.
Right. So this film was supposed to be huge.
Oh, yeah.
It was supposed to be huge. They didn't see a box office bomb coming. Originally, it was going to be an animated film.
I wish it would have.
Right? That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
Way better, dude.
Or maybe a Roger Rabbit type deal where Howard would be animated.
Yeah,
and it would be human.
Because Roger Rabbit was successful.
Oh my God, I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
So much.
And he should have done.
I can't even do it.
He should have. Please, Eddie.
So they spit all over the camera.
Wasn't Dick Tracy in that?
Dick Tracy.
I said that in another show. It was so stupid. But yeah, he should have went animated. That would have been way better. Honestly.
Yeah, but Universal wanted a summer blockbuster, and there wasn't enough time to do an animated film.
Especially back then, it's not as easy as now. You know
Right, yeah. So they went with a person in a costume instead.
Oh, yeah. So great.
Yeah. Was there a synopsis?
No, I mean, the synopsis is Howard the Duck was just one of those movies to where it was simply you see this character and you're intrigued and you're like, wow, I've kind of never seen something like this. Right. And it just, you either watched it or you didn't.
Yeah, it was, I mean, you go to the video store too and you would see it there.
All over.
On the shelf. And you're like,
yeah.
Should I rent this?
So basically, the film flopped at the box office and won 4 Golden Raspberry Awards, but later developed
yeah.
And these are basically the worst films ever made.
Yeah. It's
and it won 4 of them.
I think it's one for the worst film ever made. And there's Garbage Pail Kids, the movie out there.
God, dude.
Like, how did...
We talked about...
I don't know what's worse. I think Garbage Pail Kids, the movie, is the worst of the two.
I mean, I wish they would have meshed together, like cross worlds.
Howard the Duck goes in the Garbage Pail Kid world.
Dude, and just have the 2 worst movies ever made just collide.
I mean, I'd watch it.
You have to.
Yeah, so this movie was made on August 1st, 1986. It came out alongside Friday the 13th, Part 5.
Oh, no way.
Which is one of my favorite Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah, but it had no chance of being successful.
No.
Especially in the 80s with all the 80s movies, there was so many.
1986 is, And Flight of the Navigator came out the same week, too, which is an awesome Disney movie.
Again,
It had a budget of $38 million.
Holy shit.
It made $5 million in the first week.
See what I'm saying?
And ended up making $37 million worldwide. So they lost $1 million.
And the only reason they had a $38 million budget is because of George Lucas.
Right, yeah.
If it wasn't for him, this movie would have never been made.
No.
Ever.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, anybody in the Hollywood world going, like, if you're an up-and-coming producer, whatever the fuck, director,
and
you go and you're like, I'm about to make a movie about a duck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just based off of the comic book as well, it's like, it was a huge success, like, in the 70s.
Right.
When the comic book came out. But up into the 80s, I don't know, like, nobody really knew. I mean,
what the fuck's Howard
the comic
the Duck?
came out in 73. This movie came out in 86.
Yeah.
13 years later, like, are people remembering Howard the Duck?
Yeah, and it's just the classic case of a rich person, a successful director, doing what he wants. You know what I mean? And hoping for it to succeed. Now, the funny thing about it, though, is back then it sucked. Now, it's kind of more successful now than it was in the 80s.
It's a cult classic, for sure.
So how, I don't know, but it's coming around in kids and I guess adults as well.
Just that whole "it's so bad it's good" phenomenon. That like brings things back around.
I know, and it's hilarious because when you watch it, you're just like, "What am I watching?" And he's just and then like. Again, Marty's mom, typical rock star singer, 80s, glammed out, fantastic part. That was great.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of a duck falling in love with this woman.
She's making love to a duck now. Well, almost. I think Howard got a little prude.
Oh my God! And there's a scene where she's like making out with this duck. It's so stupid.
When she's looking through it, Howard the Duck goes back to her apartment, and he falls asleep on the windowsill. So she puts a blanket on him. And I'll go to sleep.
Howie!
And his wallet falls out, And she goes through his wallet, and it's all just duck and innuendo stuff like master duck, like card, master card. Yes. And inside the wallet, there's a little ducky condom.
And it's like those finger things, like artists
and
put on their
have a wrapper on it.
It's just in there, and she's like, "Oh, Howard," or whatever. And she puts it back.
I was like
she's intrigued or something.
I know.
How did she not laugh?
She did smirk a little bit.
And then she's like this, "Man, I can't wait to get with this guy." Or Doc or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Holy shit.
It's so funny to think that this was actually the first Marvel movie to be made.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Marvel owned the rights to Howard the Duck.
Oh.
And I think even the comic, like, eventually, I don't know what that history is, but if Marvel bought, like, the rights to Howard the Duck or what.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look how far Marvel has come.
Yeah, right? And
That's crazy.
he's made appearances in, like,
No.
the 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Howard the Duck did?
Yeah. In some form or another. There was a CGI one where it was Howard the Duck.
Really?
I forget what he was. It was like a post-credit thing.
Oh, okay.
And I seen him. I was like, oh. I was like, are they going to...
Wow,
Are
that's
they
cool.
gonna put, I know. I was like, are they going to put Howard the Duck into a Marvel
Could you
movie? Like
imagine, dude? If he just comes out of nowhere, Howard the fucking Duck.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't even know what he would do, but
Well, he doesn't have any superpowers. He does have quack food, though. You underestimate the powers of quack food.
right, and he beats these guys up.
These punks.
And he's just like, yeah, oh my god.
Oh, it's so good.
So yeah, that right there is crazy. The Marvel fact.
Yeah.
But if Howard the Duck was to make an appearance, I hope it's just like him walking in the background or something very small, where you have to kind of think.
Yeah.
Please do not bring him into the main anything.
Or maybe him, like, watching his own movie, and he's just like, clicks it and turns it off.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Oh my
And
god.
pulls out the play duck.
And see some duck boobs. God damn it.
So who did we have in this movie? We had Leah Thompson, obviously, off of the Back to the Future.
Marty's mom.
Yeah, fame. Phil is Beverly's good scientist friend,
Oh yeah.
played by Tim Robbins.
And then the guy from Beetlejuice.
The guy from Beetlejuice, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the principal.
Yep, he was in there.
What was his name? That was Dr. Walter Jennings. That's Jeffrey Jones.
Oh.
Yeah. There's some suspect stuff about him later on, but
But yeah, so we saw, when I was watching the movie, I saw the guy from Beetlejuice. I was like, oh my god.
yeah.
Of course, they're all, they're all movie stars at the time. But I was like, they got him too?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's the bad guy.
Yeah, we were just like, okay.
The bad guy.
And look at these.
You can't take the heat and get out of the kitchen.
Yeah. And these guys got paid for,
What they thought was going to be a blockbuster. A duckbuster.
what the duck?
So many duck innuendos. I was like, oh, if they do another one, I'm shutting this shit off.
So ducking dumb.
It sucks, man. Oh, God. Yeah, so Howard's voice is Chip Zine. And originally, Universal was looking for Robin Williams to be the voice of Howard the Duck. That would be kind of funny, right?
I mean, it would have made the movie better.
Yeah, right? Like, oh my God, I'm going to make up with this human.
Because it would have been more relatable. You'd know his voice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's why they didn't hire him, because he was like, they were afraid it'd be too recognizable and like take away from.
And they're right. They're right, though.
Which they should have.
Oh my! I'm so glad he didn't. So that's not on his
Oh
resume.
my gosh, you found my condom. What am I going to do? I'm a duck in Cleveland.
I'm glad that's not on his resume. So, like, when you read his resume, you're like, great film, great, awesome, great. Howard the Duck. Oh, dude, really?
All right, Mrs. Doubtfire, that Dead Poets Society movie or whatever.
That would just be a blemish on, I mean...
Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck, oh my gosh.
In big capital letters, just the voice. Just the voice.
Just the voice.
Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
Yeah, they were looking for Robin Williams, possibly Martin Short, or Jason Alexander was also considered.
Back in the day.
Stanza.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm a duck!
Yeah.
I'm a duck! What am I going to Cleveland?
I love this lady. Marty's mom? Back to the Future? Am I Back to the Future?
I gotta get back to my planet, baby!
And he's playing Frogger. I like the episode.
How am I gonna get back? How am I gonna get back to my planet? Gotta go!
Oh, son of a
my
bitch.
God.
So, all in all, I mean, fan or no fan, I mean, Howard the Duck.
Yeah, I'm a semi-fan. It was, when I was a kid, I was
Cool.
a huge fan. I was like, yeah,
Kid,
fucking Howard
cool.
the Duck's on, let's go. Let's watch
Adult, horrible.
it. Yeah, just watching it again, I'm like, okay, now.
It's just horrible.
I get it.
It's not horrible.
It's not, it's like.
It's weird. It's fucking weird is what it is.
Yeah.
It's watching it as an adult, like, I feel bad for our parents who had to sit there and watch this movie with us because
Right.
they were thinking exactly what we're thinking. They're just like,
No. My dad pulls out the paper like, all right, it's time to
and you're like, Dad, did you see that? And he's just
see
like,
what's in the funnies.
yeah, and he's just like this. Oh yeah, I saw that. And the paper goes back up.
Flicks it.
Our parents were just like, I hope we never have to watch this again. And then we're like, yo, can we watch that again? Like a week later. And
You
then,
you see him peep over the paper when Leah Thompson's in her panties and t-shirt.
that's the only time. Yeah. Marty's mom? I remember her in Back to the Future. Oh, it's a duck.
Just watch Back to the Future.
You want to watch a good movie, Matt? Let's put in Back to the Future.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think when I watched it this morning, I think that's the last time I'm ever going to watch it.
Oh, for sure. Now, do you think you have a younger kid? Mm-hmm. Do you think, has he watched it?
No.
Do you think he would watch it? And be
Yeah, he would
interested?
watch it.
Yeah? Just because it's the kid aspect.
Yeah, I think he would be interested because it's a guy in a costume like,
Oh, yeah. You know what you should do for Weston Reviews?
oh yeah.
Have him watch it and just give his
Oh my gosh. Dude.
his real reaction to it.
On the next episode of Weston Reviews.
Howard the duck.
Howard the fucking duck.
And see what he says. So then you compare this show to his show,
Yeah.
and if it's the same, then it's just
Right.
like, oh, that'd be amazing.
I think he would like it. I'll just pop this baby in.
Oh, see?
And
Do you guys know what that is?
this is a VHS tape, kids.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a
Video.
VCR?
Oh God, somewhere maybe in the crawl space. I
Yeah?
think I have like a VCR TV combo.
I mean, of course, though, it's on Amazon, of course. But,
yeah, that's where I
Yeah.
watched it.
Me
Yeah,
too.
It's available there if you.
But it'd be
wanna-
way cooler if
If
this.
you want some torture for an hour and 27
Yeah.
minutes.
It'd be way cooler if you put that in. But the only thing is, if you put that in the VCR,
Mm-hmm.
you have the potential of it just ripping because it's so like
The track.
and you're like, son of a bitch. Now
Damn it.
and then this becomes like worth millions later on down the road, and you're like,
Yeah.
I had to put that in the goddamn VCR. I had $1 million bucks.
I don't think this is ever going to be worth $1 million. Maybe $1. I'd buy that for $1.
At the flea market.
The cover's cool, and like the trailer was cool. Like everything about like leading up to it was like, oh man,
Oh yeah.
this is gonna be great. And then it's just
Yeah. The editor for that part, the clips or whatever,
Yeah.
did a fantastic job.
yeah.
All the cool stuff. And then all the in between those. Holy moly.
All right, let's do some fun facts.
Oh. Hit
I
'em.
got some fun facts. In one of the comic book issues, there was a presidential election where Howard represented the all-night party.
Ooh.
The slogan of that party was "Get down, America."
Okay.
Get down,
Instead of
America.
make America great again, it was
Make America ducky again.
get down, America. See? Trump should use that. Or whoever's president.
Get down, America. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great. We're all gonna get down.
I don't know what it means, but we're going to do it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna get down and boogie. We're gonna do it. A lot of people are gonna get down and boogie. They can't believe it.
So the reporter's like, so, Mr. Trump,
Yes.
get down? Like, what does that mean?
That means we're gonna get down. It's gonna be the greatest get down you've ever seen. A lot of people say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe he got down that much." That's what it is. That's how we're gonna do it.
So we're just going to get down. That's it?
That's it. That's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna get down. America's gonna get down, and then we're gonna get back up, just like we always do. Just like we always do.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and in that 1976 presidential election, it was between Carter and Gerald Ford, which
Ooh.
Carter ended up winning.
Yeah.
Because of that all-night party issue, Howard the Duck received a ton of write-in votes
Really?
for that election.
Like, legit.
Who would you rather have, Howard the Duck or Jimmy Carter?
I don't know.
Probably Howard the Duck.
It'd be sweet.
Yeah.
We'd have duck boobs.
Oh,
and
God, we'd have
duck porn and
play duck
just
and
duck everything.
yeah. We'd be like, what the duck?
We'd
It'd just be eggs would be cheaper.
it'd be ducking crazy.
I'm gonna lower the price of eggs. No taxes on eggs.
And then you're walking down the road and some duck chick hits on you. You're just like, Well, I mean, what do we do here?
Yeah, I'd be like, well,
I'd be like, forget about it. I'd be like, this is America,
let me
bitch.
see your tits.
Yeah. You already ruined my life. You already ruined my life, bitch. Seeing your duck boobs, you jerk.
Yeah, it ruined my childhood.
God damn.
Oh man! Way before the movie was thought off, they attempted to make a Howard the Duck radio show.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
God.
was.
I mean, I guess that would be better than the movie.
Yeah, that wasn't even conceived yet, but it was just they did a pilot for a radio show
Oh my God.
and the voice actor of Howard the Duck was James Belushi.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
James Belushi.
Right, not.
The other Belushi.
See the last name, you're like, aha!
I know. You're like, oh, really? Oh, wait. Oh, Mr. Destiny.
Stupid.
The Mr. Destiny Belushi. Yeah.
Yeah, so for this too, like they tried to push the toys, that all the other successful movies have.
Yeah,
just
very,
didn't-
very, very minimal.
A lot of, just wasted money.
Yeah, there was never a cereal, though. Howard
No.
the Duck cereal? It'd probably be like marshmallow eggs.
Thank God.
like-
Thank God. Or marshmallow
Egg-flavored.
duck boobs.
You're obsessed with the duck boobs.
Ruined my life, dude. It ruined my life.
When that part was coming up when you watched it today,
I was
were you
shocked.
Like, oh, here it comes. You
Not again. Oh
see the Psycho theme playing.
As I hit
God.
pause. Oh my god.
Oh man! So this was one of the first movies where they used digital deletion. So like, where they could delete out like weird. So they had a chair. Howard the Duck was in a chair and it was supposed to lift up.
Oh.
So there was wires that you could see during production.
Okay.
So they could go in and post-production and just delete those wires out. This is like one of the first movies that did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
George
digital
Lucas is
editing.
like, we can make this movie because we can delete a lot of shit out of it. You know what I mean?
Should have deleted.
Should have hit the delete button.
It's just oops.
To the whole
Deleted the movie.
To the whole movie.
Well.
You want to see a cool trick? Delete the wires. Fuck that. We're gonna delete the film.
Be done with it. Move on to American Graffiti 2.
Yeah. The only cool thing about this movie too is like Howard the Duck. He did like smoke a cigar, and he
Yeah,
always
like
he
the
always
whole
was,
character is cool. He's
was-
got a cigar, a suit.
and he was always drinking a beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was always a Budweiser, a Duckweiser.
Yeah, so he was kind of relatable in that way. You know what I mean? Like to the man.
Yeah.
You know, like
he was a great character. It's just the fucking movie sucks.
oh man, it was.
That's why I was kind of excited to see him in Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, yeah, like
How's he gonna revamp himself?
I think we need a
Yeah.
recreation, a revamping of Howard the Duck. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think he could be pretty fucking cool.
I mean,
Kind
nowadays,
of like a baby Herman from Roger Rabbit with the cigar. He's always in the director's chair. It's like, get the fucking movie out.
yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about.
Just like a foul mouthed
yeah,
foul,
yeah,
like a duck. All right.
foul, Bill or
Foul mouthed. Foul is another name for a duck.
is it?
Yeah.
Right over my head.
I really pushed for that joke too.
You're just like
I was
idiot
like,
doesn't
foul.
get it.
Let's look up the description. The definition of foul. This movie was the lowest rated George Lucas movie.
Surprising.
Not surprising at all. Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
And yeah, that's all I got for like fun facts.
So crazy. So, Howard the Duck, kid, cool, adult, no go.
Not so cool.
What do you think?
Yeah, but I'd love to see a recreation of them.
Oh,
Put them in something else.
nowadays, now is that a movie you think they could redo? But in today's technology,
I don't think you'd want to.
no, because it just doesn't make any sense.
No, you'd have to do something.
You
You'd
gotta-
have to do like Alf style, like
Yeah,
out of his element.
right, yeah. Just just leave Howard the Duck to
In Cleveland.
in Cleveland or in Duck World or wherever the fuck he came from. Just
Show up in DuckTales. Maybe he could be like a
yeah.
cousin to
Yeah, well, no, they
Uncle
should
Scrooge.
fight each other, have a war. You know what I mean? Like they're like DuckTales, oh woo! He comes in, he's like, pow! He's like,
quack fool.
yeah, screw you, ducks! I'm a better duck. And then there's just this big duck fight, and
Huey, Dewey, and Louie are jumping on his back.
yeah, and he brings in Marty's mom, I guess. I don't know. He doesn't really have no one.
No friends in Cleveland except for Marty's mom.
Oh shit. So yes, that is our one drink for the show. Howard the Duck, the movie.
Yeah.
We definitely got a good laugh
Yeah, it was fun.
out of it.
Yeah.
Talking about it was even better
Yeah.
because it's just a horrible movie.
And we just got foul mouth.
Oh,
throughout
yeah.
The whole thing.
That's another word for duck.
I love that. I love that.
So, you can listen to us on all major platforms. You can watch us on YouTube. You can follow all of our content and everything that we are doing on all social media sites. We are everywhere and everywhere and everywhere.
Anywhere you can listen,
Yeah.
see.
Yep. We're there. You will see our faces and or Oliver's face and or guests that we have or whoever, whenever, wherever, right?
Yeah, yeah. And if you happen to make it back to the 80s, please tell them that One Drink Podcast sent you.
Yes.
And tell them not to make this movie.
Yeah, tell them to duck off.
Perfect.
Until next time, cheers.
Bye.